The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Monday. Gloomy Monday. You're looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, where the high is 77, the low is 62. Right now it is 74.
In the back is Chris Beam, keeping us live and local. That is Nate Newton. He is Shannon Gross. This is Kurt 2 Pump Daniels, because 3 pumps will get you a flag, and the Cowboys had a whole bunch of flags yesterday, and no pumping. They didn't do enough pumping to get them flags, but they had pre-snap flags. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille people. Feel us when we speak.
Brought to you each and every show by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. And before we get going on this very depressing Monday, we did get some nice weather over the weekend. We got some rain, cloudy, dreary, just like the game yesterday. Chris is going to start the show off right because he has. Excuse me. You have gifts for us, Chris? Okay, he left.
Guess not.
He started the show and
coming over here.
Here he is. He's in here.
Oh!
What do we got? What do we got? Gifts?
Wingstop said, you guys were worrying about the Wingstop jerseys.
Okay.
So everybody got a Wingstop.
Wow. Let's go.
Somewhere in here for you.
Fatter X, a fatter X.
Triple XL?
That's a fatter
Look
X.
at that.
Hey,
Look at that.
fatter X.
All right.
You guys are both XL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do it again. We gotta say where flavor gets
OG?
this. Yeah.
Blue, I guess.
There we go. Nice. Thank you,
Yeah.
Wingstop.
There you go.
Thank you, Chris, for hooking that up.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you.
Go. How about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
I like it.
These are I bet these are like 5 of a kind.
5 of a kind.
Us 4 and then what's his
Yeah.
name that was in here the other day? I bet that's the only 5 that exist. Thank you, Wingstop. Man.
Where flavor gets this
Wings. You know what?
We can't never lose. It don't matter.
No.
We never lose.
No, we're
fellas.
winning with Wingstop.
Right. This
about
team
that?
may let us down, but Wingstop never did.
Never.
Never.
When that guy came in, everybody's like, we don't have a Wingstop jersey.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll get you a Wingstop jersey.
You know what you know the question I have, and this for you, brother Shannon.
Uh-oh.
Is everything that you talk about today is going to be connected to the Cowboys? I mean, everything he says since he walked in here has been connected
I'm
to
done.
the Cowboys.
Today I'm done. I told Jesse in the back before you got here, I said, I hope you and Nate have a lot to say because I'm just taking us in and out of break. I ain't got nothing to say today. So, fellas,
Just fed up.
I'm not fed up. it is what it is.
Right. And what is
This was the season
what is
for
it?
me.
What got you? What made you not? What
It's the
is
same
it a
story,
play?
Nate. It's like I get tired of coming on here and talk. We can't stop the run. We can't get any pressure. We are going to let one of the best offensive seasons
But
in
I
Cowboys
thought we were told
history.
that this trade would make the run stop, and then this would stop this.
It's hurtful. I mean, as a fan, taking myself off the podcast, as a fan, it hurts my feelings
Oh.
because
Sorry.
we're going to watch Dak getting towards the end of his career, and you got 3 of the most I'll say 4 with Javonte Williams. You got the best running game you've had since Zeke's probably rookie or sophomore year. You got the best wide receiver tandem in the league. You got one of the best tight ends in the league, and it don't matter this year. All you have to be is just get me to 29th place on the defensive stats, and I think you could make the
29th
playoffs.
will do it.
But it's like it's just insult to injury. At this point, it's just like the football gods going, you know what? It ain't enough that y'all are in disarray. Let's just wipe out your whole secondary and give you a bunch of dudes. You know what? Let's just give you the last 2 guys on your roster that can actually play safety.
Yeah.
I'm surprised one of them didn't get hurt just for the fun of it.
They
and
did.
got some corner playing.
They did. That's exactly what
Is that
happened.
what happened?
Elijah Clark got
I
hurt.
probably was gone for a walk by then.
Yeah,
I was
Elijah
probably
Clark
out
got
there
hurt,
for
and they
that.
had to go and put was it Reddy Stewart?
He played some, and then that other kid, the off the practice squad, played some.
Yeah.
Butane or something.
I mean, look, anything can happen in the NFL. You're still hovering around 500, but it's just, I mean, this was the season for me. Like
Jesse, what do you do when a team is equal or better than you?
oh, this team wasn't
How
equal.
do you perform? Put your head offside? Yeah. Or you just jump offside whenever you're ready?
You don't look at the guy next to you and go, wait a minute, he's supposed to be one step back.
man.
Get back, my man.
Yeah. I'm like, this here, man, this is.
And in that environment where you have to know what you're doing before you get to the line because it's so loud in that
Yes.
place, like
Yes.
you just wasn't ready for that game. And you sure as hell wasn't ready for that defense. Phew.
You think
Y'all tried to tell him all week. It's coming. What was your guy, number 93, the little guy?
Yeah.
It's coming.
Don't listen.
He
to
walking
us.
around like he the biggest, the tallest dude on the field. He just walking around like, come on, 93, don't do me like that. I like you, but don't kill my team.
What'd you think, Kurt, before we let the football guys take it over?
Kind of the same as you. Like we had talked about on Friday, this was sort of a make or break tipping point type game. Like you knew which way direction. I think this just showed us this isn't a playoff team.
And the only joy I could have gotten out of that game was a 70-yard field goal attempt. Just give me that. Like, if I can't, just give me that. We couldn't even give me that. Like, I just wanted to see him kick it from the logo, and I couldn't even get that. So,
It's disappointing for sure.
all right, fellas, I'm done. I'll bring us in and out of breaks, y'all. Take us to the rest of the
The
show.
reason I don't have really much to say because I ain't finna be doing the I told you so and trying to stick that in your face. Fans, I will say this right here. Look at the game objectively. Understand that you spent the first 5 weeks trying to tell everybody that it was Eberflus. And I tried to combat some of that, saying it still come down to players' desire. A lot of times we had some run fits where guys just didn't do the right thing. And I'm not going to call guys out, but what we have to start doing as fans is trying to understand the game and how it is played, the small, simple things of a run fit, our safety coming up, keeping outside contained, our defensive end being aware that you have a two-receiver set that's within 3 yards of the offensive line, that it could be a crack block. And if the corners see that, say, walk up to the defensive end and say, hey, sir, this guy may crack block you. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait till after it is happening, the guy's right up in the guy's face. So
You think the problems are mental? They're just not doing what they're supposed to, or is it more like just physical?
It's all of the
talent?
above. It's all of the above. Pick one.
nice green band, Jesse.
Thank you.
Before we get started.
Appreciate it. Pick one, and I can show
And
you.
you can expand on it.
I can show you play for play.
Right.
I can show you. Oh, this one was mental. Oh, this one was physical. This one was schematic. This one is just bad assignment. Like, you pick a play, and I can show you where. And it's this defense. And I'm not gonna say the whole team, but it is a part of the team. This defense, they're not good enough. And I'm going to be careful about how I address certain people, because it's no need to make it personal.
That's right.
It's no
That's
need.
right.
It's no need to make it personal. You're not talented enough across the board. You're not. You're not talented enough to compete defensively at this level. When you watch the good teams, the good offenses, not even the elite ones, I'm not gonna say I'm terrified, because I don't have to play a down. But I think about when Kansas City comes to town. Like, that's my God.
Oh, several of those teams up ahead.
But when you watch an offense move up and down the field with ease, like it never seems like the opposing offense, it never feels like it's a strain. Yeah. Like you never feel like, oh, it's 3rd and 8. We're surely getting off the field. Like you just kind of almost just talk yourself through, all right, it's 75 yards to a touchdown. Okay, well, we'll see how many plays it takes to get there. Yeah. Yeah. And there's no resistance. There's very, like, even in that game yesterday, if you came in from Mars and you just opened up the stat sheet, it'll say that the Cowboys created a turnover. Yeah. They didn't.
It was a bad throw.
It is a bad throw. They didn't. They didn't. Mm-hmm. The guy was open, which was the amazing part was there wasn't even really any pressure on the quarterback. He just made an absolute horrible throw because the receiver, when I say he missed by 6 yards, the receiver was 3 yards open. Yeah, he threw it 3 yards behind
your
him.
guy was in bad position and still intercepted the ball.
Like he was you were beat. The pad was so bad that you were beat by 3 yards and still got and then you go down and you don't score a touchdown.
Yeah, it hurt. Yeah. That just kind of set the tone for me.
That, to me, was the start of it all. The penalties, you get down to the 1 yard line, and was it quarterback sneak? Was that the drive they ran a quarterback sneak or was it another drive?
I think another one.
They tried a quarterback sneak, whatever it was. But you don't get a touchdown right there. You settle for a field goal. And then they just happily got the ball back and just said, okay, we won't throw a bad pass this time. They'll just march down the field. And it's just over and over and over and over and over again. Teams should not have that much ease and comfortability when going up against your defense.
One thing that jumped out to me was the conversation we had this week about bad tackling, and not necessarily meaning you make contact and you don't wrap up, but being in bad position. There were so many plays where they would overrun a gap or they would have a guy in the backfield and just take one step too far, and then I was really focused on that because y'all mentioned that this week, and I was like, bad tackling is
for those who watch film. Go back and watch the R.J. Harvey 40-yard untouched touchdown. Go back and watch it. There is at least 5 to 6 comedic errors.
Was that the one we were watching in the back?
Yep.
Comedic errors. Huh?
Yeah. Comedic. You know, Sam Williams, a week or so ago, when Bob Stern put up the graphic of the play against the Carolina Panthers, and Sam was at the bottom of the screen being blocked by Xavier Leggett, and Sam reposted and he put the smiley laughing face on there. Okay, like you can laugh at that. Turn the film on. The same thing just happened to you again. Now they'll see him running after the running back, but he got blocked again by a wide receiver. This is supposed to be your physical, aggressive, 265-pound, 70-pound defensive end, and you got blocked again by a wide receiver. Gave up the edge by not by DK Metcalf, not by Megatron, not by some dude who's a hulking 6'4", 225 pounds, not that guy. No, just some 6'1", 185-pound, 200-pound dude just washes you down. And then you just watch Kyer Elam doesn't want to participate. He's just standing there. The guy goes by. He just sticks his arm out, like it was a New York City
waving out a taxi.
Yeah. Kenneth Murray, middle linebacker. He's standing there. He starts at 5 yards, steps to 4 yards, get blocks 15 yards down the field. Huh? Your young rookie Shamar, he's still picking mile-high turf out of his butt. They just dumped him on his head. And then there's one more guy that was in the mix of that wanted no parts of this. and it's just off to the races. It's done with so much ease, and we could and people want to know, well, what should we do? How should we do it? Fire Eberflus. If you fire Eberflus, that's fine. Cool. That's fine. Fire him. Fire some other players with him too. Like it's a collection. You're not talented enough. You're not talented enough. And this didn't just start Sunday. This started in the offseason. This was another cast of characters that people upstairs decided that will come to this football team that are not good football players. And you can't win with those guys. Like, you can't win with those guys. And I know we got to go to break. And it's not just the current class of guys. If you go back to the last couple of drafts, and shout out to my guy, Jeff Kavanaugh. If you go back to the last couple drafts after Micah Parsons, there's only one player that you can actually say from those drafts. I think it's 16 defensive players that they brought in. There's only one player that's worthy to being talked about. That's Deron Bland. Yeah. That's it. Go look. The draft after Micah. If you want to add him to that mix, then there's two guys. He ain't here no more. Those guys, like Marshawn Nealon, is supposed to be a player that's in the mix of this thing. Sam Williams is supposed to be a player that's in the mix of this thing. Mozzie. You just start naming all the defensive players. Like, you're supposed to be a key contributor to us having success right now. These guys, all of them are liabilities. All of them are liabilities. And you know, Osa looking funny in that not Micah light. When that Micah light ain't on you, Osa looking funny in the dark. I mean, you looking funny in the light. It's different when Micah's running around and you got a lot of single blocks and they got three guys over there. I'm just saying. This team defensively is just simply not talented enough.
All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, Nate.
More Jesse
on Hanging with the Boys. Be right back.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. That, along with all our other favorite Tyson Foods products, sure make game day special. Score some delicious Tyson Cowboys Nuggets and become a game day star, just like our Cowboys. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by blockchain.com.
Blockchain.
Thank you, blockchain.com. And thank you, Wingstop, for the beautiful jersey.
Yes.
Thank you, Wingstop.
Display on the back of our chairs and our table here. We'll have to coordinate the day that we wear those on the show. Thank you very much. All right, back to the show. It's a very somber show, just if you're just now tuning in. It's a little reality check of
A little one.
where we are in the season and what's to come the next 6 weeks or so.
Yeah.
So, Nate, what was the biggest surprise to you? I mean, you knew this was coming from the defensive side of the ball from Denver, right? The pressure, Dak constantly running for his life. Did you see this kind of effort coming from the Cowboys defense? Is it injury related to you? Is it coaching? Is it what Jesse said, just mass chaos?
You know, the people that I talked to about the defensive coordinator just had, besides the head coaching job, just had great things to say about him. And then, you know, I'm looking, I'm like, okay, coach, all right. Okay, we don't have zone corners. Okay, so let's go man. And we went man, and last week, you know, we thought we had it fixed. Okay, this week right here.
When you say we.
No, not this show. Not this show. Just most shows thought they had it fixed.
Just want
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even.
I'm about to say, last I checked.
Who's this we you speak?
Yeah, I was like, last I checked, you were from Florida. And I was like, I know you ain't been to France. I know you ain't born and raised in France. You know what I'm saying? You went to we.
So, you know, when you have everybody in your secondary is a backup player. I mean, truly a backup player. It had to take 2 and 3 guys for you to get on field. This is what you expect. And I watched film, y'all. I watched film this week like I ain't never watched in a long time. And the more I watched it, I said, we in trouble, y'all. We in trouble. And I just went through the schedule. Y'all, I know y'all going to get excited if they beat the Cardinals. I know y'all going to get excited if they beat
The Raiders.
the Raiders. But what's coming after that? Just do it today. Go to hating on the coaches today. Start today. Start hating on the players today. Because it's coming. It's coming now.
Yeah. And, you know, if you bounce over, because the thing that's been keeping this thing afloat all year long has been the offense.
That's right.
And
Saying this was coming.
it's inevitable. It's inevitable. And I was like, how do I say this without people being like, there goes Jesse being a hater again? But even the
Led by
greatest
Shannon.
of the greats, this was inevitable. Mm-hmm. You were going to run out of historic and just heroic type performances. That's just human. That's quarterback human nature in the National Football League. You're going to run into a situation where, boy, and then you listen to what Dak was saying in the post-game show. He said it. It came out of his mouth. I was present. Because now he's starting to watch the game week in and week out, down in and down out, series in and series out, and he's going, if I don't go get a touchdown here, they're not stopping anybody. He's watching that.
Mm-hmm. Your head coach is watching that.
Right? So now you got a field goal in your back pocket, and he goes, but I got to go try to get a score. Throws an interception. Right? Throws an interception. Another miscommunication on someone running the route. He thought CD should have stopped. CD thought he should have stopped on the other side of the guy. Interception. Because your quarterback is saying, I have to be heroic because the other side of the ball is giving us nothing. I think at one point in time, the series was for the Broncos, interception, touchdown, punt, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. Or something like that. It was something like, it was like interception, touchdown,
Punt,
touchdown, field goal.
I think there was
Touchdown.
halftime in there somewhere.
Halftime.
Yeah.
Field goal, touchdown. Pump.
They didn't score
Yeah.
during halftime?
Like, so imagine
Only 15-minute stretch they didn't.
imagine you're standing on the sideline and it's field goal, touchdown. I mean, interception, touchdown. You're like, I gotta go do something.
And
I have to.
One of those punts was another bad pass. That guy was open. So
Yes,
they weren't. Stopping
They
him.
weren't stopping him. And I've also been telling you guys, because people want to battle me online. It's like, oh, this offensive line is playing great. I'm like, I don't know what y'all watching. There's a reason why, and this is, again, I'm not attacking Brock Hoffman. There's a reason why Brock Hoffman's a backup. And sometimes backups work for 2 games or so. But when you got to go face the real deal. And poor Tink Tink. Poor Big Tink Tink. Poor can't get right. It's just, we got to move on. And I know it's early.
Who are we talking about?
Guyton. We can't keep this up. We can't. I know it's a first round pick. We can't. You cannot keep convincing yourself that it's gonna turn on.
So, Nate, what do you do there? What would you do? Because we know
If as a coach, you've seen enough, then you get Nate Thomas a chance. And if he doesn't perform up to whatever your expectations is, then you back in the draft. Or you spend the money to get one of these guys that's going to be a free agent. And I don't see him doing that.
But you like,
I don't see him doing that.
And he's probably a sweet kid. He probably really is. You can't. Between the penalties, between the saving grace for him right now is that the defense is so bad. That people just don't have enough hate energy left to go over there and be like, yo, you're really bad too. It's so bad on the defensive side that everyone's talking about the defensive side, and there's nothing left when you come back over there and you go, but guy, he's a bad football player. And you can say that he improved because last year it was so far in the basement, but we ain't reached the first floor yet.
Would you just make him a backup? Would you try to integrate him into the right side?
If Coach Schottenheimer, and maybe that's something you try to do, but if Coach Schottenheimer is true to what he says about every week is competition, you got to give Nate a time. You got to go, Nate. It's your turn. Let's see what you have. And maybe the offensive success, because Dak has been Houdini in that pocket, David Blaine-esque. Just I'm about to say musician, not a musician, a magician. The way that he's been able to, but eventually you run into something that's far greater than what your abilities can overcome. And he ran into that on Sunday. He just couldn't overcome the level of greatness that they had on their side. And they lost the best. They lost the reigning defensive player of the year.
Yeah, they didn't seem to take advantage of that
early in this game.
Mm-hmm.
The defensive player of the year, the reigning defensive player of the year, went out. And you still couldn't dominate that side of the ball. You know why? He had a time.
Mm-hmm.
They had enough time.
All right, speaking of time, it's time to take that last break. When we come back, more depression and woe is me. When we come back, last segment, Hanging with the Boys. Be right back.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Back to Hangin' with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by 7-Eleven, where there's a $5,000 winner every single day. Shop with 7 rewards and play the in-app game for a chance to win $5,000 in cash. New daily cash winners only at 7-Eleven. Are you next? No purchase necessary. Ends 1/6/2026. U.S. and D.C. Ages 16 and over. For full official rules and free gameplay, go to 5k-day.com/rules.
You know what I heard? It was kind of funny to me. You know how everybody was debating about should we give up a couple of the first round picks, to try to save this season for Dak and the offense. And after this game right here, everybody's like, man, just give up the picks. Don't worry about that. Boy, this thing that went, boy. This DEFCON 5 right here, boy. They like, give up the picks. Don't worry about that. Just get somebody here to help us.
I guess that's the big question is.
Next Tuesday's.
Well, I mean, yesterday shows you're not one or two guys away. You're a whole squad away, basically. You're a whole defensive redo,
and
right?
A coach. Plus a coach.
So
can you get a coach on the trade deadline? Can you trade for a coordinator on the trade deadline?
Like, I mean, there's nothing to grab onto right now, is there? Like, the way the defense looked yesterday, if you've got a team that's got a halfway decent offensive line and an average or above average run game, you're cooked.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no end in sight, and you're decimated with injuries right now. I mean, Overshown's not going to come back and save this season. I mean, good luck keeping the defensive lineman off of you if you're a linebacker where you can even see what's going on.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I even put? I don't know if this is a hot take or not. Right now, you have decided that you opened up the window for Overshown. And most believe that after the Vegas game is when he will return.
I think he was targeting the Vegas game.
Yeah.
But
If you lose one of the next 2 games, I wouldn't bring him back.
Just shelf him, save it, make sure he's
100% healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't bring him back. I would say, son, just wait.
Work out, get stronger, make sure it's in good shape, and see you next year.
Let's not run into the possibility of you hurting yourself again. Not saying that it had to be a knee. Because you know Overshown's going to come back and he's going to have a level of energy that's going to be sky high.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be running around here 100 miles an hour. If you lose one of the next 2 games That puts you at 3-6-1. What are you at now? 3-4-1.
Yes.
So 3-5-1.
3-4-1.
That's where we're at now.
Today's 3-4-1.
Yeah.
So if you lose one of the next two games, so you'll be 4-5-1.
Right.
3-5-1.
No,
because you have to win one of the
You have to
two.
win one of the next.
Oh,
two.
win the one.
yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Because I doubt you beat Philadelphia. I doubt you beat Kansas City. You might not beat the Chargers. Just get healthy, son.
Remember we was doing that thing the other, when we was picking win or lose, and y'all notice I had them stars by a certain game.
I know exactly what you meant.
Yeah, them dudes had running. They had running backs,
Yeah.
and they like to run the ball. So I'm not gonna fool myself, and I understand that y'all gonna keep believing that we just need a pass rusher. But people, for over 20 years, every time we've lost a playoff game, or every time we've lost a game of significance, go back and check the rushing stats.
J.K. Dobbins haven't had a 100-yard game all year.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He didn't have a 100-yard game all year. Got one Sunday. R.J. Harvey not only got his first touchdown of the year, he got 3. This is what we produce.
All right, so question for y'all. Because you're right. You're correct. It's been, and we're all too familiar with it. It just started really being obvious when we played the Rams in the Coliseum.
That's right.
And they
when
ran
an
for-
overweight running back that got off the street
Right.
came in and rushed for almost 200 yards.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it became like, oh, here we go. This is who we are. Is it that
I take that back. He had 101 against the Bengals.
I mean, you have yesterday?
111.
111?
Well, what was the
15
average?
carries, 7.4 yards a carry.
That's a pass. If you 8 yards per catch is considered a good day for an NFL passer. They almost averaged a pass on us.
A handoff.
A handoff.
Is it?
They're averaging 4.9 for the year. Opponent rushing. Just so you know.
Just so you know.
Is it that hard to find the personnel to have a good middle of your defense, or is it that this organization puts more value on the outside than it does the inside, and that's why you have the problem?
That's what they value. They value the corners of the defense more so than the middle of the defense. They don't value safeties. They don't value 1 and 3 techniques. They value rush ins and cornerbacks, and it shows. But now I'm gonna say this right here, in all fairness, if we can use that word, they come like every 3 years. That dominant 3 or 1 technique comes like once every 3 years, and you got to be ready to go up the ladder to get them. If you're not, you just gonna watch somebody. You just hope somebody in your division don't get them.
But even, yes, the dominant ones. But I'll take 2 good ones.
That's gonna concentrate on.
I'll take 2 good ones that's going to say, you know what, we're
Concentrate,
going to
yeah.
eat these blocks up.
That's right.
My job is I don't need the accolades. I don't need
Hankins.
I just need to eat up blocks and keep these cats from getting to my line.
I'm not worried about sacks. I'm not worried about being on the stat sheet. Just
we don't have that.
That's hard to find, isn't it?
We don't have that.
No, it's not hard to find. Just about every team that's got a winning record has 2 of those
Guys
guys.
that'll give themselves up.
Yeah.
They'll just say, you know what, my job is to keep those other guys behind me clean. And so that's what I'm going to do. If I fall into a sack, great. You know, if I don't, great. But what I'm not going to do is be out of my gaps, laid off the ball, getting blown off the ball. Because getting blown off the ball is just the same as if you being out of your gap.
You know what one of the biggest sins is? To me, as a center, I'm a right-handed center. I'm snapping the ball. And I have a guy right here that I have to turn. It's an outside play. And I'm so confident that I tell the guard, quick, quick, quick. And I reach this guy. I not only reach this guy, but I get in front of him and turn back. And a guy went like 40 yards. to the end zone. That was number 58. A full man over and got reached. I said, this is not real. And all he had to do was go straight up the field. Straight up the field. And this dude could not have reached him. He not only reached him, but he ran and turned back. That is almost impossible. You made a non-athletic guy look athletic. Come on, man. That was sad, bro. That was sad.
That's the world we live in today.
Is there?
We may not have time, but I want to.
No, we got plenty of time. Go ahead. We got 4 minutes.
It probably wouldn't have made a difference. But how did they completely shut out Ferguson? What did they do to keep?
They brought a guy down on the line. They said everybody been picking at me for saying this. He has kept Dak safe and active. By that little dinking at zero, they call it zero whatever, when you go just right on the line of scrimmage and go down. Mm-hmm. He been checking that, helping the right tackle and going down the line. Everybody been laughing at them 5-yard dinkers. I've been getting blown away. But they walked up. I don't know whether it was a corner or a linebacker, but they walked up and said, not today. And that gave Benito and
I showed Chris in the back a play where I said it to you guys, where the number 40 on the linebacker, where they went to go play action and run the boot. And the play talking about, the Ferg would block down and then spin out and be right there for a little dump off that it can go 5, 8, 10 yards. The linebacker sit right there. He waited for the play action. Again, assignment lineman football. What's my responsibility? To help out-clock containment and anything that comes outside. I ain't going to chase that. You know why? That ain't my responsibility.
Right.
My responsibility is that when he spins out of that I'm standing right here. And so they do it, and Dak spins out of it, and the linebacker's looking at Dak, looking at the tight end, and he literally goes.
Yeah.
He's telling him, come on.
Yeah, had his hand like.
Yeah, he had his hand like, come on. I know what it is. You're gonna crack down and you're gonna spin out, and he's literally like, come on.
Brother, it
and
was
the dude
so
runs out,
funny.
he's standing right there. Dak has to there's nowhere to throw the ball. Dak has to tuck it and run.
Twice. But one time for a 2-yard gain, I think maybe the next one was a little longer. Twice I've seen. I said to myself, wow. And Dak get up, shake, try to, look enthused, but body language is hard to, kind of hard to fake, bro.
Is this the secret out? Every team's going to do this now, or just Denver's just
No, but that's what good football teams do. Good football teams look at formations, look at tendencies. Oh, okay, it's this down and distance. What do they like to do? All right. Oh, because as much as coaches don't like to believe that they have certain patterns of how they do certain things, you do. You get into a rhythm, and especially if it's working for you, you don't go away from things that are working for you. So you put that in the game plan package every single week. Draw it up. But the good ones, the good players, the good defenses, the good defensive coordinators, if you're doing what you're supposed, what is your job? Is your job to tight end? Then don't go chasing that ball that way until it's fully committed that the ball's going that way. And that was that play right there. If I'm Vance Joseph, I'm giving Vance Joseph a star as an outsider looking in, because I'm saying that's taught. That is a defensive coordinator saying, "Hey y'all, and that's just telling that he just knowing his stuff. When they get here, they like to do 1 of 4 plays, and our focus is eliminating their check down, eliminating their go-to right now, because if the thing that they've been doing really well is the short game, quick passes. So if we take that away, Jay Cooper, Benito, and the rest of the crew, we get there. So take away his first option. That's the one thing Dak has been doing really well this year. Oh, my first option is right there. I get rid of the ball. 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds. They said he won't have that. And now I put the pressure back on Nick Benito. Well, coach said, take away his first read, you should have enough time to get there. So coach going to say, they did their job. My excellent pass rusher, you had 3 seconds to get there. Where were you? My pass rush, where were y'all? Now it ain't on me. I did what you told me to do, and now I put it back on the plus players to do what the plus players do. I can't be an average player and not doing my job. Because if I ain't doing my job, then the elite players can't do theirs. Because if I go and I bite down on that, and now I'm on the backside of that tight end, he dumps it off for a completion. Guess what? Nick Bonito couldn't get there. And now Dak doesn't feel that pressure all game long. They was tagging Dak in the pocket. And that residual effect wears on you throughout the course of the game. Now you start seeing ghosts. In the sense of, I'm rushing, I'm hurrying, I'm throwing the ball places where it's supposed to go because I got hit 5 times. It hurt. He had the one play, great pass to CD Lamb. He was running the over route. He got rocked. He stood there and looked down the gun barrel and delivered a strike. But that hit, you don't forget about that. That don't go away.
All right, we don't either, but we got to go away for today. But we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you, Wingstop, for the jerseys. Good stuff. Tomorrow, you know what? Call us.
Yeah.
We'll be your therapy for this week.
Because we got an extra day, we're going to move the thing,
We don't have an extra day. We have one less day next week. Still 5 days.
We got 5 days this week.
I know you wish there was one less day this week, but there's still 5.
We got an extra day, fellas. Let's move
We
everything.
don't have an extra day.
It's the same day.
Ain't the game Monday?
We don't have a show.
That's next week.
Yeah, if we had
have
an
one
extra
less
day, we had a show on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Next week, we got a short week.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Jesse, good stuff. Nate, Kurt, good seeing you guys. Chris.
So you mean I got to watch film as hard as I did last week?
Well, yeah, but it won't be that difficult. This team ain't as good as the Denver Broncos.
Chris, thanks for keeping us on the
I
air.
may discover something I don't like.
Josh,
I did
thanks for
last
keeping.
film.
Don't tell us this week. Just don't tell us till Friday. Just keep it to yourself. We'll take calls tomorrow. Don't watch film until Wednesday. Tell us on Friday.
We got to do it all.
Josh, thanks for keeping it coming. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time,
Thanks,
same place.
Wingstop, for the jerseys.
Thank Wingstop for the jersey. We
Already
appreciate
did
y'all.
that, Chris. Thanks for
Thank you,
listening.
Wingstop.
Hold them up.
How many times do I have to tell them thanks? Did it 85 times. Thank you, Wingstop. We love you. Thank you. When are we wearing these? Friday, maybe?
Friday, yeah.
No. We're going to wear them after the win. I am not finna.
Okay.
No, sir. It
Stay
may be a
tuned.
minute.
Maybe we'll wear them by the end of the
Maybe in
season.
December. We'll see him for December.
All right. Thank you, Wingstop. See you tomorrow. Hanging with the boys.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?